Hello and welcome to the Sports Pitch Podcast. Take number 4. 4!
Hard work, man. It is hard
We
work.
can't get through the first 2 minutes,
It is,
bro.
we can't.
All right. Take number 4, hopefully the last one, right? Joe Khaled today.
Yes, Bill is sick.
Billy's not here. Billy's not here. He's sick, so we hope he gets better. He was talking a couple of weeks ago how he's the only one that hasn't missed an episode yet. So, just a matter of time until something happened. But, yeah, so Billy's not here. He'll be joining us next week. On talking about Billy, he won last week's little competition we had. So if you haven't seen the video, go watch it. It's the latest video we've uploaded, before this one, of course, where you had to pick a team at random, best team you guys voted for, wins, and then he picks one of us two to do a dare or a forfeit. Okay, so you'll see that next week. So Bill's one is going to pick one of us next week to do a forfeit.
Who do you think he's picking?
Me.
100%?
Yeah, he doesn't like me.
He doesn't like me too.
No, but he doesn't like me.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Beautiful.
we're probably going to get like some eggs, tomato sauce,
Ew.
hot chili, mix it all up. Chug
Why are
it
you
down.
giving Bill ideas for?
That's probably, he said that.
Did he?
Yeah. So we
Good
do
luck.
talk outside of the podcast. We're not just meet up and talk here. But yeah, so yeah, that's what's going to happen next week. So tune in for that. All right. Before we get into the sport, there is a lot of things, as you all know, going on around the world. All right. A lot of things that are, hit close to us here. Even though we do live in Australia, we are from a Muslim community. It does hit home when you see all of that, especially me coming from an Iraqi background and also you, Lebanese. Our parents, our grandparents have been through things that are happening right now, but not to this extent. What's happening in Palestine, between Palestine and Israel, is something that, it's past, for me, Muslim and religion. It's just about humanity. And what's happening there is honestly disgusting.
It is.
It is really disgusting. And I know this is a sports channel. A lot of views probably won't even care about this, but just if I have a platform and I have a voice, and no matter how small it is, how big it is, I'm going to let my voice be heard, because it's again, it's a humanity thing.
That's
okay?
right.
Just as humans, I feel like what's happening over there is wrong, and what's been happening over there for years is wrong. But now the fact that it's Palestine who's on the offense, just fighting for the smallest of human rights.
Basic needs too.
Basic needs, thank you. That's what I'm looking for. And now they're getting labelled as terrorists. It's really, really hits home. It's really, really sad to see.
We do wish for world peace, obviously.
100%. That's the most important thing.
And we pray that everything goes, I guess, peacefully, and just everyone gets to live their own lives.
100%. Hopefully they come to a conclusion where, both sides can live peacefully. Because that's all you want at the end of the day. But the way it's going and what's happening and the things that are happening right now, it's things that you see in movies. Honestly, white phosphorus being dropped.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like that's...
It's sad. It's sad.
It is. It's really sad. And who's the ones that are in the middle of it?
Defenseless people. Innocent.
That's what I'm saying. Innocents, kids, women. So, yeah, it's... We just want world peace, and that's what I think everyone's shouting for. You see the protests that are happening in Australia. Most of them have been peaceful.
All around the world.
All around the world. All around the world. Even like when I'm looking at my home country of Iraq in Baghdad, they filled up the whole of the square in Baghdad with just people marching for Palestine. Yeah. Same thing in Lebanon, all over the world, right? You see it in Canada, there's people, in America. So, and they're not even calling for anything, they're just calling for peace.
That's right.
And that's all we want.
For peace in Palestine.
100%.
And
100%. Both sides live just in peace together, but it's everything that's happened is probably, it's been 75 years in the making.
It has?
Yeah. It's been a long time that, the Israelis have been doing this, and no one talks about it. Unfortunately, no one talks about it. You hear about Hamas when they try to do something, you'll hear about that, but, that's Western media for you.
That's the media. And
yeah. And what do you do? But, with our, small voice, as small as it is, we just want to put it out there, fight for world peace, not war, not anything like that. We just want peace.
That's right.
All right, let's get into the sport, what you're all here for.
Let's go.
All right, let's talk about the International Rugby League. So there's not a lot of sport going on except for exciting news with the UFC, boxing. We'll get to that. But we'll start off with the International Rugby League, which kicked off this weekend. You had two big games, okay? You had Australia versus Samoa. 38-12, Australia beat Samoa. Did you think it was going to go any other way?
No.
I-
Sadly, no. You wish it would.
Oh, 100%.
Competitive at least.
Yeah.
I mean, I find that very boring, man. I hate to
International
say
rugby.
it.
I
I hate to say it.
let's
Not
talk-
World Cup, because I feel like there's more to gain, more to lose.
yeah. But
But
International Rugby League is, and I'm going to talk about it after we finish from the next game I was going to talk about, but we're going to talk about International Rugby League as a whole. It is literally you're poking at a dead horse.
yeah,
You're just trying to force it. There's so much things that they can do to make it better, but and I'm going to get into those ideas after, but yeah, so there's heaps of things. But Australia beat Samoa convincingly. For Samoa, this is huge, right? For the Samoans, they love it. They get around it.
the Polynesians actually.
100%, everyone, right? But it's just, for example, Payne Haas has a Polynesian background.
That's what I was going to say. There's so many
Katoni
loopholes.
Stagg,
So many
Polynesian
loopholes,
background.
yeah.
There's so many players that are playing for Australia, which they shouldn't be.
The Hammer.
The
Actually,
Hammer's indigenous.
Is he? Yeah.
Yeah, but there's so many players that could be playing for these lower tier countries and making them stronger.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't because the money's different, the tier system's different. Like a lot of the, like for example, Payne Haas, not Payne Haas, sorry, like if I was bringing up an old big one, Sonny Bill Williams, Benji Marshall, they both wanted to play Origin.
Yeah.
They weren't allowed because they want to represent New Zealand, who's a tier 1 country.
Yeah.
So they go, you know what, sack it, I'm playing for New Zealand, right? But for example, Sonny Bill could have played for Samoa, but he didn't. He picked a bigger country,
Yeah.
right? So there's a lot of things you could talk about. But Australia beat them. The one thing out of this game I'm going to take out, because it was straightforward, Australia were going to beat Samoa. It didn't really matter where they played, what day of the week, what time of the day. Australia was beating Samoa.
And they make it look easy.
They do. It was, even towards the end, I feel like they took their foot off the pedal,
Yeah.
honestly, because it was like within the first 10 minutes, there was 3 tries scored. Payne Haas, straight through the middle. Tino, straight through the middle. I can't remember the third one, but the one thing I want to talk about was Hammer's try. Did you see Hammer's
Yeah,
try?
it was 90 or 80 meters.
That was unbelievable.
Off the tap and...
Off the kick, wasn't it? Was it off a kick?
Ha-
The one where he blitzed it. Someone caught the ball, gave it to him, and he just
Oh, sorry
zoomed
guys,
straight
off the
through.
dropout.
Off the dropout, yes,
That's right,
off the
off the
short kick.
dropout.
That's right. I think it was what's the hooker's name? Harry Grant.
Harry Grant.
Harry Grant caught it, just gave it to him.
Yep. No one touched him.
No
after
one
that.
touched him. That was such a good try.
But did it look like he was trying?
No, but that's him. That's
Did Samoa look like they were trying?
no.
I
But
feel
the
like-
hammer when he runs,
Yeah.
he glides.
Yeah.
He just
yeah.
like,
It looks like everything's slow.
I swear to God,
That's
it's
like
crazy.
sometimes Adakar looks like that.
But
I think sometimes
to
he's
this point.
jogging,
It's
bro.
Saab, and what's his name?
Dominic Young.
No. Saab and
Hammer?
the Hammer.
Yeah.
They're the two that when they start sprinting, looks like they're jogging,
Yeah.
but they're just blitzing everyone. But yeah, so that was a crazy try.
It was a nice try.
And Australia again, 38-12. Samoa after the World Cup where they reached, and they had a pretty good, decent team, listed. I was hoping for a tighter game.
Everyone does.
I was hoping for a tighter game. for
Australia's
Australia.
too stacked, man.
Yeah, everyone wants to play for him.
Way too stacked.
Everyone wants to play for him. In Australia, again, rugby league, as much as we love it, it is a very small sport. You compare that to rugby union where, just over the weekend, you had the All Blacks narrowly beating Ireland, narrowly beating them. France, one of the World Cup favourites, knocked out.
Yeah.
Like that, rugby union, as much as I hate it, but the international game is so much bigger than rugby league.
So much more competition.
100%, so much more, right? And then we move on to Papua New Guinea 46, Cook Islands 10. Now, I love watching games like this. Did you watch it?
I watched a bit of it.
All right. Now, I love watching games like this because there's a lot of heart. They care.
They care so much, but it's very hard for me to pay that much attention.
Yeah.
There's a lot of easy tries getting scored.
Yeah. The quality of rugby league drops.
I love the game, obviously,
Yeah.
but
The quality of rugby league drops.
find it
but
very hard, yeah.
It's just the way the PNG fans especially get into it.
So
PNG,
passionate.
fun fact,
So-
the only country in the world that their national sport is rugby league.
okay.
The only country in the world. That's how much these guys
That
love
shows you,
rugby
that
league.
shows you.
Yeah. So Nene McDonald scored 4 tries for them. Right. So he breaks the record for most tries by a PNG player in an international game. And the Cook Islands halfback, I don't know if you've seen this, but Tevin Arona, the halfback, got injured in the first half.
Yeah.
Suspected neck or back injury.
That was a massive injury.
Massive injury, right? So he got sent to
That's
hospital
why that
straight
game
away.
felt like it went for hours.
Yeah,
Did you realize that?
he was on for a very long. It was that.
It dragged.
Yeah, but they had to precautionary
No.
put the neck brace on.
Not just that moment. I felt the whole game was just dragging.
Yeah, no, I
I
thought
felt
it was
there was
fun.
stoppage time. Last 10 minutes?
Last 10 minutes, yeah.
Right,
But-
it dragged.
and a lot of errors. But yeah, so again, I love watching it play because it's got so much heart, right? But he got injured and he got taken to hospital, so wish him a safe and speedy
recovery.
recovery. But yeah, so that is it for so far. There's 2 games. There's a couple more coming up. You got, I think it's the Pacific Nations competition, right? Let's talk about now what I want to talk about when it comes to International Rugby League. It is such a weak selling point for the game, right? We have Origin is the pinnacle.
Yeah, that's right.
Origin should not be the pinnacle. International football should be the pinnacle.
It should be.
It should be. That's what I'm
Origin
saying.
is the pinnacle.
Origin
Okay,
is.
okay, I understand what you mean.
100% it is.
100%.
But when you look at it from a wider perspective, it should be International Rugby League. That's the pinnacle of rugby league.
100%.
Like these players get an Australian jersey, but it's nothing like getting an Origin jersey.
100%, yeah.
I think what I said before about the players not representing the actual country that they should be representing. Like if you're born in Australia, all right, all good, but
it's the coaches too.
100%.
Coaches, they find loopholes
And they take it.
to make it work, and it works. And
they
somehow you're not qualified for Origin, but then some of them are.
Yeah. So a lot of
it's
these
so
players,
weird.
they're like, get rid of the T. I reckon get rid of the T nations, whatever. You rank them 1 to how many.
Give everyone a go.
It's exactly like, for example, FIFA rankings. There's no T's. Okay, he's country number 1 and he's country number 300 and something.
Yeah.
And if it works out, it works out. You play each other.
It's weird because Tedesco was playing in Italy.
He was playing in Italy. Imagine Teddy playing for Italy at the top of his game.
Yeah, that's cracked. So much more fair.
That's what I'm
so
saying.
much more broad.
That's what I'm saying.
competition,
So
yeah.
much. It was incredible, right? If even Minicello, for example, was Italian. He's an Italian. His parents are Italian, right? He's Italian background, but he represented Australia as soon as he got the call up.
Yeah.
You got to make it in a way where every other nation has a chance.
That's fair, yeah.
Honestly, you got to make it in a way where every nation has a chance.
It's like it's made just for Australia.
That's what it is. Because we're the only country
Australia
that
and
really
New Zealand.
plays it. We're the only country that mainly plays it, right? I think get rid of the T's, right? Scrap the T's. I think try to convince players to join the lesser nations by, for example, if you're Tedesco, the pay packet is better if you play for Italy.
But then it creates a problem for Origin.
No, and scrap that. Scrap
How does it
that.
create a problem for Origin if Luai,
He's playing for Samoa.
Samoa, and doesn't see what I
Yeah,
mean?
but scrap that. Scrap.
It just doesn't make
Scrap
sense.
that. If you're playing for New Zealand, you can't play.
I find it stupid.
If you're born in New South Wales or Queensland, if you're born in New South Wales or Queensland, you can represent them.
Yeah.
That's it.
But then you had GI born in New South Wales.
Yeah, but no,
represents
that's what I'm
Queensland.
saying. You can't.
So even that-
What junior rugby league team did you play for? No,
it doesn't make
if you're
sense.
born in New South Wales, you play for New South Wales. You're born in Queensland, you play for Queensland.
100%.
None of this. Where'd you play when you were 12?
Because it just creates more loopholes.
That's
and
what I'm saying. It's
confusion.
all loopholes.
And the fans are like, what?
Wherever you're born, if you're born in New South Wales, yet you have an Italian background, you can play for Italy and play for New South Wales as well. Samoan background, you can play for Samoa and play for New South Wales as well. Because at the end of the day, you're representing both. I think that'll help, but are they going to listen to this?
What do we know?
Nothing. We're just the fans. We're just people with money in their pockets.
Exactly, man.
Anyway, but that's what I think. I think they should scrap that. Scrap that T.
Did you just apologize to the microphone?
Yeah, no, to the people because I punched it.
I was gonna say, that's
people.
cute, man.
All right, but yeah, I scrap that T shit. Pay packets for those who want to play for a lower nation. Try to get them involved, man. Go out there, build some, some infrastructure, some facilities out there. Get the game growing. They don't do it.
Willie Mason talks about it a lot on his podcast.
Yeah.
And he was also talking about how it just wasn't as serious as it should have been. And he's talking about how Australia just dominated very easily. He did say about the competition against New Zealand and how intense it was. But you can just tell, they had it very easy.
100%.
The likes of, those Hall of Famers, if you want to call them.
Yeah, the immortals.
Immortals.
There's not a single immortal from New Zealand.
Not yet?
No, there's not a single one.
Okay.
I do think there should be one.
Yeah.
I think Benji Marshall's an
Benji
immortal.
Marshall has to, he qualifies.
I think he's a future immortal.
But that we're going to see that?
Yeah, I don't think we'll say that, but I think he is.
Just
I
for
think,
politics' sake.
I think he changed the 5/8 position.
He changed the game.
Yeah, he did 100%.
Changed the game.
He was that first flair player,
Yeah.
and everyone just went off the back of it.
That's right.
Kids like Sean Johnson grew up watching him.
Everyone wanted to be Benji Marshall.
That's what I'm saying.
We did.
100%.
One built like him.
Are you telling me you weren't trying to sidestep your clothesline?
Everyone was doing that goosey. Never
Everyone was
worked.
trying to
Never
step.
worked.
Nah,
Everyone tried
but
it.
you tried it.
Everyone done the flick.
The flick pass? Used to land on the roof.
And the Sunnyville shoulder.
Yeah, that didn't work out for me, but used to get pumped. But yeah, so That's what I think should happen. Would it happen? Benji Marshall as well wanted to play Origin. Yeah. He wanted to play for Queensland.
Yep.
Cooper Park he played for.
Not allowed.
Nah, because you want to play for New Zealand. I think it's unfair. I think he played his junior footy in Queensland. He could have freaking done it. Anyway, so
what do we know?
That's the problem with International Rugby League. It's way too small. Not a lot of people care about it. Like the small nations do care about it, but it's, when you come up against Australia, they're just happy to be there. I swear to God, they're just happy to be there.
Yeah.
All right?
It's an easy run anyway, so what do they care?
That's what I'm saying.
No offense, no disrespect.
No. I reckon they agree with us.
Yeah.
All right? So, yeah. That is my take on International Rugby League. Now, let's get into what we're here for, Carl. This is what we're here for.
Money.
Bro, it's more than money.
Nah? Okay.
This is everything.
I had it wrong, sorry.
This is the money shot.
The big card.
Yes.
The big
UFC 294 in
Let's
Abu Dhabi.
go.
5 a.m.
Wow.
Main card starts.
Buy that pay-per-view twice.
100%. This is a pay-per-view worth buying.
Wow.
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's talk about it. Originally, main event, Islam versus Charles Oliveira. What a fight. What a rematch. Co-main event, Paulo Costa versus Khamzat Chimaev. Kill everybody. What a co-main event.
Already, it was 10 out of 10.
100%.
100%. No arguments.
And then injuries just popped their heads through. Came out of nowhere.
And fate made it 12 out of 10.
Bro, what a card this has turned
Wow.
into. Islam versus Alex Volkanovski for the lightweight title.
Two greats of their division.
Unbelievable. I couldn't believe when you called me and told me.
Yeah.
You were screaming on the phone.
What time? Do you remember what time it
It
was?
was like 8 o'clock in the morning. You're lucky I was awake. If you woke me up, tell me that, I would have started swinging.
I was happy to wake you up because I knew you would have just jumped straight into
Bro,
bed.
I could not believe it. I started searching it up and I said Dana White's head. What's up, everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always. And then he drops something like, wow, fuck me. That is unbelievable. And then a day later, Paulo Costa ruled out with a staph infection, had it operated on donkey anyway.
One of our biggest arguments since Hamzat came in.
Is Usman versus Khamzat who
Me and him have been talking about this fantasy matchup.
I think since literally Khamzat's third fight.
Yeah.
It was
literally.
early on and I was saying give him Usman.
He's obviously favouring Hamza since he came in. He's actually, before even Hamza got all his hype.
Yeah.
When he first came in, Ali spoke about him.
I loved
and
him.
I said, no matter how high he gets up in the rankings, no matter how good he is, I do not see him beating Usman.
He's still...
Now it's sort of changed only because of the age of Usman and what Usman went through in the last two fights.
Yeah.
But wow, what a G-up, what a card.
Usman this was the fight to make.
Wow.
This was the fight to make before the Paulo Costa fight made no sense, but it's his
Nothing
beef.
makes sense of Costa.
But they had beef.
Nothing ever makes sense of Costa.
Yeah, 100%. But they had beef.
Yeah.
Right, they had beef.
There was something there for Dana White. It was an excuse for Dana White to build up the ranking of Hamza.
Hamza, yes. All right, but this fight makes so much sense. The number one welterweight in the world in Usman versus Khamzat Chimaev, the winner gets a title shot.
Number 3.
Number 3 in the world? Yeah. All
For
right.
sure.
I think Khamzat absolutely mops him.
What?
Absolutely mops him.
What do you mean? No
Usman,
way. I still didn't say
listen
that.
to this. You're going to hear this here first. Usman is going to retire.
After this.
No, maybe not after this. Maybe 2, 3, 4 more fights. He's not going to have a single win.
What?
Done.
No way
Done.
in the world.
What happened to him?
Nah.
What happened to him in that first fight? What happened to him in that first fight?
That's wrong.
I've seen it happen so many times.
You've seen not someone like Usman.
I've seen it.
His caliber.
I've seen it.
No, not his caliber. Who?
you talking
Like who? Who? Don't bring up Tony. Tony's.
Who's Tony? Tony Ferguson?
Who are you going to bring up?
Bro.
BJ Penn.
BJ Penn.
Yeah.
Clear. What's his name?
Well,
Chuck Liddell.
What weight did he fight at?
Lightweight.
Yeah.
And on that welterweight, former
And
welterweight champion.
He did. Yeah, sorry, keep going.
Okay, BJ Penn, Chuck Liddell, Anderson Silva. Can't get a win now. And he's at that age. He's nearly like a late 30s.
Yeah.
He got the first fight against Edward. What's his name? What's his first name? Leon Edwards. Right? Head kick, freak knockout. That shit changes your life.
It does, but
When you get hit like that, it changes your life. What happened in the second fight?
what happened?
What happened in the
Did
second
Leon Edwards convincingly beat Usman?
Yes.
Convincingly.
Convincingly.
Like, and not enough to ever fight again.
No.
You're crazy.
No,
bro.
as long
You're
as
crazy.
Leon is champion, Usman should not
You're
get a rematch.
crazy, bro.
Usman should never rematch.
First
him. Why?
fight
Was a fluke.
Usman was dominating
Pumping him.
for 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
No. All but.
Why did I say 4 minutes?
All but.
Sorry.
All but.
Or about 80 seconds?
Literally.
80 seconds.
80 seconds of that fight.
Yeah.
He dominated
Second
the rest
fight, if Usman won, you weren't going to say robbery. No way in the world. No way. Go see it. Have you watched it again?
Of course I have.
You've watched it again?
Yes.
And you don't think it was close?
I don't think it was close at all.
Are you serious?
I swear to God.
Usman arguably took 3 rounds. Arguably. Very, very big argument.
I don't know what you were watching.
Look.
Maybe it's your bias.
No.
Love.
I don't love him as much as you think I do. I respect the shit out of him.
I can't stand him.
Yeah, I don't know why. Because of the whole
He's a head doer.
Christmas tree, Christmas tree.
No, I don't care about that. That's the
He was
last
confused.
thing I care about.
He was
I don't care
confused.
about that. The only person I care about that when it comes to that is Mohamed Salah.
Yeah.
If he drops dead.
Nah,
Anyway.
look, it's going to be a great fight. But you're crazy if you think it's going to
I
be
think
an easy
Kamza
fight.
absolutely
No way.
mops him.
No way in the world.
He embarrasses
No
him.
way in the world.
Honestly.
I still think Usman's got a chance of winning this. I'll
No
tell you why.
way,
I'll tell you what. I'll
bro.
tell you how I see it going. I see if Hamza is a very... He just goes 100%. That's all he knows.
Yeah.
100%. Doesn't know how to conserve.
100 miles an hour.
Usman is the best when it comes to conserving his energy and taking his time because he's got the experience and he's a veteran of the game. I see if Hamza can't take out Usman first round, second and third round could be a problem for Hamza.
I don't see Usman stopping.
Don't forget it's a 3-round fight.
I don't see Usman stopping.
It's not 5 rounds.
3 rounds.
It's 3 rounds.
Yeah.
That usually works in the favor of the person that's more faster and
Yeah,
more
that
paced.
works in his favor.
Okay, but not Hamza. Hamza fires out too much in the first round. I think if he fought
No. He's got cardio for it as well. What about against
Burns,
Burns.
if that was Usman in that octagon, Usman's winning. What's wrong with you? Are you dumb?
Because he 2 rounds to 1, it becomes all day. 2 rounds to 1 all day.
Look, man, I don't know who's going to win this fight.
Let's predict it.
I don't know
Let's predict it.
I don't know how you're so confident he's going to win.
Who comes out?
Yeah.
I think easily.
Against Usman.
I think first round stoppage.
Arguably the best welterweight ever.
That's so
Arguably.
fucking overrated.
Arguably.
Don't say that. You can't say that.
Why?
Arguably the greatest welterweight of all time.
Arguably.
No, bro, no.
Who? GSP.
GSP.
Arguably.
Matt Hughes.
Nah, Matt
Well,
Hughes
yes,
over
Matt Hughes,
Usman.
100%.
Over the caliber Usman fought
100%.
and what Usman done.
Who the fuck did he fight?
Who did?
Guys, who did he fight? 2 fights against that bum. Masvidal, shittest fighter in the world.
It's not who he fought. It's
I shouldn't say that. I respect all fighters, but I
how he
can't
took him out. He knocked him out. Look, man, we're going to go way too deep into this. All
Let's
I can
get
say,
deep, cuz we've got time.
All I can say is Usman and Hamza, tune in. What a fight it's going to be.
I think Hamza
and
mops
if you honestly think,
I think comes up mops
you're
him.
crazy, man.
Who do you think
Guys,
wins?
remember this, man.
Who do you think wins? Give a prediction for the fight.
I don't know.
Comes up first round stoppage.
No way,
up-
bro.
come-
You're
Let
crazy.
me talk. Let me cookie, as they say, the youngins.
Cook.
Cooking. Comes up first round stoppage. Who do you think wins?
You're crazy, man.
I'm not. It's like legit.
That's
I am so
crazy.
confident saying that.
That's crazy.
So confident.
Nah.
Tell
no
me.
way. Look, knee injuries, his age, the last two fights, I would say this is 70-30 Hamza. But I can't say he's 100% going to win this. I can't.
Comes up versus Prime Usman. Comes up mops.
Do you know I've always had a problem with Hamza for some reason? There's
a lot of people.
I've always found that I'll tell you against Gilbert Burns, I had Gilbert Burns winning. I just thought
That
Hamza.
fight?
No, not that fight.
Oh, you thought he was gonna beat
I
him?
thought my prediction was. I told my brother when I was watching my brother.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, Hamza's going to
That's the hardest fight for Comes up.
I know. And
That's
he
the
was
hardest
like,
fight.
He's like, oh, Hamza's going to run straight through. I go, Moe,
No, I knew he wasn't going to run straight through him.
Hamza isn't at that caliber where he doesn't know how to deal with that pressure yet and doesn't know how to do it after the speed
No,
down.
but he's dealing with fighters now. You're fighting top 5 in the UFC because
No,
you don't run
it's-
through anyone.
Look, right now, I reckon it's 70-30. I reckon come fight night, I'm going to say 50-50.
No,
Just
bro,
until I
there's
see
no way
how
Usman
Usman
beats
looks
him.
and how he
And
talks.
as well, the late call-up 2-week notice. I don't think that'll help Usman.
Bro, I love Usman, man. I've got to say it, man.
I can't stand
I
it.
just respect him so
I think he
much.
talks so much shit. He steals Conor McGregor's lines makes him his own.
Don't say that.
Wallah, he
bro.
does.
You
It
sound like
burns
a
me.
fanboy, bro.
A fanboy of who?
Of Conor. Don't say that.
Don't you say that.
Who cares?
I was
Who
hating
cares?
on Conor before it was
And Conor
nothing to
copies
do.
a lot of people.
Sack Conor.
The likes of Muhammad Ali, the way he speaks.
No,
The
he
likes of
wishes, he
Vince
wishes.
McMahon with his billionaire
He
walk.
wishes. He wishes.
Is it the Conor McGregor walk or the billionaire walk?
It's 100%. It's a
Vince,
billionaire
like
walk.
you're
It's Vince
saying,
McMahon.
what you're saying is very
But he
relevant.
doesn't. He wishes he was Muhammad Ali.
Like, oh no, well, I'm saying he copied the likes of him, and he even said he took a lot of inspiration from Muhammad Ali.
From him, yeah.
But anyways, man.
So you're not gonna give a prediction.
Come fight night, I will have a prediction ready.
Yeah, but we're not
right
gonna
now,
record it for now. What do you tell me right now?
right now, I say, look, Hamza 70-30.
What, stoppage or decision?
No way stopping Usman, man. I can't see it. Decision all day. Right. This fight is a decision all day.
No,
all day.
stoppage,
All
stoppage.
day. All day. How do you think he finishes Usman?
He takes him down and he mauls him.
He takes down Usman.
Mauls him.
You're crazy.
Overrated.
Usman gets taken down, I reckon, but not controlled.
Overrated. There was talk about him being pound for pound.
If he didn't beat Edwards, not pound for pound?
No way he's pound for pound, cuz. There's no way. Volkanovski.
Oh, so you're talking about pound for pound all around? I thought you were talking about just the
Middleweight.
I think you're talking about just the welterweight.
Welterweight, go, sorry.
After Edwards? Yeah, I hate him. Oh, you know what? How many defenses did GSP have?
More.
He had 12.
More.
12 or 13.
He had more than him.
Okay.
He had more than him.
Look, I rank Usman so high up. I think I have a lot of respect for him. And
I don't rank him highly.
okay, there's a catch to this. Winner fights Strickland for the belt. Wow. Did you know that?
Yeah, I know. Whoever
What?
Strickland.
You weren't here.
What?
You weren't here when Strickland won.
No, it wasn't.
That's the funniest thing.
Middleweight. For the middleweight title.
Yeah, what's wrong with the fighting at middleweight?
Yeah, I know, but why won't they just do it at welterweight?
Who?
Usman and
They can't.
Why?
Usman's coming from a... What do you
know,
mean? Hamza was already fighting at middleweight.
I know, but he's moving up. But let's just send it. Whoever wins gets to welterweight. He's the best
No, that's
welterweight.
dumb because Usman's ready to beat Strickland. This could be the easiest path for Usman to be
That is true.
a
Double champ.
double champ in a...
How did he make 170, bro?
Yeah. Usman?
Yeah.
Yeah. How did Strickland make 170?
Yeah, but have you seen him back in the
Because
day?
they fought at... Nah.
He was a
Skinny?
stick. He was skinny and had long hair.
Yeah.
Do you remember what he looked like?
No, I wasn't paying attention back then.
Okay, let me bring up a photo of him.
But look, what I'll tell you right now is no other organization could do what they're doing, man. Honestly, we like to hate. A lot of people like to hate on the UFC, especially Dana White. But oh wow,
I'll put up the photo.
he looks like a baby.
Yeah, that's Short Strickland when he was fighting at
His
welterweight.
jawline and everything. His,
Yeah,
his,
bro. He was a
his
good-looking man,
collarbone,
he was handsome.
his chest,
That's
his.
okay. Yeah, take
Anyways, yeah. Man, no organization could do this. What they're doing.
no.
And big props to UFC. To change a 10 out of 10 card and make it better than what it was.
It's never happened
That's
before.
crazy.
I've been watching it for such a long time. I remember there was a card, UFC 154, don't quote me, but I think so, where it was John Jones versus Dan Henderson for the light heavyweight title.
And Henderson had to pull out.
Dan Henderson had to pull out.
And Chael Sonnen wanted to step in.
Chael Sonnen wanted to step in. He said no. Vitor Belfort, no. John Jones didn't accept
Said no
both.
way he'll fight.
Yeah, he said I'm not fighting no one because I don't have to. Dana White pulled the whole card. That card did not go ahead.
Yeah.
People had to get their tickets refunded. People had to get hotel tickets
And Jones
refunded.
got a lot of hate for that.
100%. But I don't disagree with what he done.
It's his career. It's his business
100%.
too.
you're in there fighting. You're not going in there to play, pass a ball around.
So technically what you're saying is for both fighters,
For the main event,
Hamza to
co-main
take
event, yeah. Oh, bro.
for
There's
Usman,
money. Big
Usman's
money.
got legacy on the line.
Big money was thrown around.
Oh yeah.
This for both.
Usman's easily hitting.
'Cause
He's not getting obvious pay-per-view
Because
points.
Kamzat wasn't training for a wrestler, and now he's
That's
coming up against a wrestler.
And Usman's got his legacy on the line.
100%.
For what?
It's
Yeah.
for both of them. There's a lot of risk, but there's high reward there, bro.
High reward.
Yes.
Winner takes on Strickland. Usman's already beat him, and Hamza is most likely going to beat him. That's what it looks like. And Strickland's already come out because he trained with Hamza not long ago.
Yeah.
And he came out and said, this guy's whipping everyone's ass in the gym. And to say that, man, that's insane.
Well, you know that he could possibly be your next opponent.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And what's crazier there's a better fight on that card. Islam versus the great Volkanovski.
100%.
Wow.
What a fucking fight. How did, let's say, I love, who do you want to win? Not prediction
Who
right
do I
now.
want to win?
Who do you want to win?
I don't mind any of them winning. I love Volkanovski.
I love Alex Volkanovski. I love Islam too, but I just love Alex Volkanovski.
How did he carry his balls in the plane? Can you imagine how big they will be?
I don't know. I reckon they hung him out the window.
Easy.
How do you do that against Islam, bro? You're not fighting.
Anyone.
Like
You're not fighting a striker.
I swear to God, like,
you're not fighting only a wrestler.
because if Volk loses, that's it.
No way.
There is no way he gets another chance.
When he goes up to lightweight again, it's not going to be against Islam. And
No, he'll have
his
to work his
age,
way
he's
up.
like 35 now, I think.
Yeah.
He's not going to get that chance again.
So to take it on 2 weeks' notice, it's fucking,
The
like you
balls.
said, ballsy, bro.
The balls.
Ballsy.
The cojones, man.
Unbelievable. Why'd you have to make it Mexican? The Baydot. But yeah, cause so it's first fight. Let's talk about the first fight they had in Perth. Right, it was in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think won that fight?
Okay, I have two different answers. If just by eye and in the moment, I was with you. Volkanovski had it, I reckon, 3-2. I've watched this again. It's no biasness, nothing to do with who the fighter is, who Islam is. Watch it again, guys, and it's a clear 3-2 Islam.
Yeah.
And you can actually make a case for 4-1. I know that sounds crazy.
No.
But
no.
no.
There's no way.
It's not. No. Watch the whole fight again. Watch the whole fight again.
Here's what I done, right? Because I watched it the first time.
And you turn off the sound.
No. That was the second time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Yeah. So the first time I watched it, I thought Volkanovski won. Like
Yeah,
you said,
we both
3-2. But it's because every single punch that landed for Volkanovski, the crowd went crazy. So you'd think it's more.
There's another reason why, but keep
I
going.
seen Joe Rogan say, watch it muted. So I'm like, I'm going to
Joe Rogan, he was the first person to say Islam lost.
Yes, but then he watched it again.
Yeah, watch it again.
He watched it again. He said, we made a mistake.
Yeah.
Because he called on his podcast. He was on The Companion. Right? If you haven't seen The Companion, it's very good. If you're watching the UFC, just put it on. It's like his commentary is there, but he's high, cracked. Right? He said straight away, robbery. They robbed him.
Yeah.
They robbed Alex. He watched
that's
it
a big
again.
claim.
It's huge. There's nothing bigger than that. We said that guy was robbed.
Yeah.
It's huge, right? And then he goes, I watched it again and I muted it. He goes, Islam won 3-2. I watched it myself, and I'm a bigger fan of Alex than I am Islam. 100% I am, right? I'm not afraid to say it. Islam won that fight 3-2.
Easily. 1, 2, and 4, easily.
Yes.
Easily.
Yes.
And you can make a
But
case.
you know what? That's crazy, right? For him to turn because Alex won the third, right? And that's the round he dropped him in,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
For him to come out in the
Who
fourth,
dropped 2?
Alex dropped
No, he dropped him
Islam.
in the 5th.
Was it the fifth?
Yeah. When he finished, that's how he finished the round.
Oh, that's right. It was. It was. But he beat him in the third, right?
Yes.
Beat him in the third.
Yeah.
For Islam to go back to his corner, come out and then win the fourth, it's very hard to do when momentum is with the other guy. Very hard to do. So it shows a lot about Islam as well.
Yeah. Well, how many? So you said you had Volkanovski winning 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 and 5.
Do you know what happened in the 5th round or no? Why did you have Volkanovski winning the 5th round?
Because he dropped him. He dropped
That's
him,
it?
ended on top of him, and he landed more
Do
punches.
you know that's the only thing he done in that 5th round?
Yeah.
You know how many minutes it was?
Left in the fight. It was right towards the end.
It was exactly 1 minute.
Yeah, because he ended
So
up
out
on
of
top.
5 minutes,
Yeah.
Volkanovski, people are saying he
But-
won the round because he won 1 minute of that
But
round.
what happened in that
It
first
is though.
four?
It is.
What happened in that first 4?
What happened?
Was nothing of
It was
a
only
problem.
distance, few jabs.
Distance, few jabs,
Yeah, that's
leg
all it
kick,
was.
that's it.
And it was actually Islam controlled him a bit with the grappling, but not on the floor. It
Oh
controlled
yeah,
him.
up on the cage. Yeah, and he
Yeah.
was controlling middle of the
Yeah,
octagon as well. the
exactly
center.
right.
Yeah, but
So that's what I'm saying.
No,
Arguably,
but he
like
landed-
Habib has it.
you gotta give more points to the bigger thing that happened in that round. A knockdown in MMA doesn't get scored like boxing. Boxing, a knockdown, huge.
Yeah.
It turns a fight.
No, knockdown in boxing actually wins the round.
Yeah, you
No matter what happens,
you
you know
cannot
that?
lose it. You can draw it, you cannot lose
That's
it
right.
unless you get knocked down.
That's right. Yeah.
Right? That's
Yeah.
how it works in
That's
boxing.
right.
It's huge. In the UFC, it should be given more. Should be given more. I'm
Should
not
be.
saying you're getting pumped and then you throw a random punch, you drop the guy. That's should be given. No. But if the close round, a bit of grappling here and there, a bit of center octagon control, but the guy drops you, ends up on top of you, throwing punches.
Saying give him more respect.
100%. It's got to be way.
Because it is harder to drop someone than to just to control someone in striking
cage,
distance. Yeah.
But that's where I come from.
Yeah.
I also think if this was Pride rules, I don't know if you guys at home or you know how Pride was judged. Pride was judged as a whole fight.
No.
It wasn't judged round by round.
Okay.
It wasn't judged round by
So you're saying at the end they look at your face like damage?
No. So they look at all the punches thrown, all the punches landed.
Oh, so everything is in total.
In total.
So it's not round by round.
No. So what they do is they tally up the strikes you landed in round 1, round 2, round 3. But at the end they put everything together and that's what they go off. Submissions attempt from round 1 to round 3. They had a 10-minute round. Is that right? I can't remember. I think a 10-minute round and then a 5-minute round. Or something crazy like that. I can't remember.
That's a long round, bro.
Or is it 2 3-minute rounds? And I can't remember. But it's something weird that Pride had. I like that so much more, that system. Yeah. Because it judges a whole fight. I think if that fight was judged as a whole, Volkanovski wins. I honestly do believe that. Because I believe Islam won 3 rounds to 2. But in those 2 rounds, Volkanovski done a lot more damage than what Islam did in 3 rounds. In those 2 rounds that he won. Do you get what I'm saying? And the first...
I do, but you can't really say that because Islam almost finished.
No, he didn't.
He could have finished. No, he couldn't. But he was...
He had his back.
Okay, in 2 rounds.
In 2 rounds, yeah, but he did. And where did Volkanovski end up? The round did not end with Islam on his back. He fought out of it.
You know what I'll tell you what it is, why it's very easy to score against a Dagestani, especially. I'll tell you why. We look at them as invincible. The second they show any signs of
you know what,
being a human, any signs of fatigue, any signs of injuries,
we take it to another level.
We say they've lost.
Yeah.
Habib copped a few leg kicks of Justin Gaethje. The whole world said he lost that round. You said it, I said it. I wasn't with you. I'm assuming you did.
No, I don't think he lost the round.
But they had him losing.
Yeah, but I know what you're saying.
Why? Because
they've never seen it.
Habib was taking literally just leg kicks.
Yeah, he took a step back. You've never seen Khabib take a step back.
That's what it is. So there's obviously like...
I get what you're saying.
There's this aura around them that when they look
human.
like they look human,
Yeah.
It's much bigger than what it looks like. Habib against Conor. He took a strike. When Habib goes back, everyone thought that's it, he's getting knocked out.
Yeah.
Why? Because they don't see that on him.
You never see his head pop back.
But overall, man, what a fight this is going to be.
It's going to be unbelievable.
The stakes in this fight is huge. Bigger than Oliveira, and because there's much
Way
more.
bigger.
There's much more legacy in this.
Bigger.
This is massive. They
If
say
Islam can win this, right? I don't think there's any lightweight out there that can beat Islam. I honestly don't.
Same. I think
honestly don't. I think his hardest fight is Volkanovski.
Yeah.
Because Volkanovski's style
he's a go. He's the go right now.
Volkanovski's unbelievable.
He's the pound for pound greatest fighter at the moment.
Volkanovski is the greatest featherweight of all time.
No one's saying that though. Everyone says that. Volkanovski's moving up in weight.
Yeah.
But no one's saying that Islam's versing arguably the greatest featherweight of all time.
Because arguably the greatest fighter of all time.
But no one says that. Why?
Volkanovski is so underrated, bro.
Yeah.
He's so underrated.
It's not about, it's not that
imagine
again.
Volkanovski was Brazilian. Imagine he was Brazilian.
Yeah.
They'd have a fucking statue built for him.
Greatest fighter ever. Better than John Jones.
They'd
better
build
than
a fucking statue
100%.
for him. Us here,
100%.
we don't give a fuck.
Oliveira went on a 3-fight winning streak when he won
they
the
loved
belt.
him. And he doesn't even live there.
I swear to God, they had him. There was arguments going on. He's the best lightweight ever.
Yeah.
Ever. When everyone knows, all Habib needs is 3 minutes in the ring with him and he's beating him.
He'll kill him.
I don't care what anyone says.
He'll kill him.
Buy sense or what, say what you want, but that's the truth.
No, Khabib.
And we saw that with Islam. It took him a round and a half.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What a fight this is going to be, man.
Volkanovski is very underrated.
Very underrated.
Not just here.
Everything.
I think in America actually is more appreciated.
Yeah.
Honestly. But Volkanovski versus Islam, number 2. For the lightweight title, so much on the line. If Islam can win this fight, like I said just then, he's not going to lose to any lightweight.
He's taking on Gaethje next year.
Anytime soon.
They've already spoken about
He
it.
beats everyone.
Gaethje
is the only one I can see that can get a fluke win.
Nothing.
But that's a fluke. Has to be a fluke. That's what I'm saying, right?
I reckon
Islam, when it's all said and done, this is his test. If he can do this and keep his fucking head on his shoulders, keep his eye on the prize, he'll go down as the greatest lightweight of all time, 100%.
Well, the only problem is, the only thing that could tarnish that is the defenses. Because he's not a defender for a long time, you know that. You know what's going to happen. I'll tell you what's going to happen. You heard it here first. Let's just say he gets past Volkanovski. Next year, March, February, he beats Gaethje. Okay. Later that year, we could see a fight of a lifetime. Kobe Covington as champion against Islam Makhachev. Wow. Can you think about that?
That would sell like a motherfucker.
Kobe's been giving him respect lately. He's saying he's a tough fight. He goes, I would love to fight him. I would love to use my American wrestling against his Pakistani. Like, for Kobe to say that, he's excited.
Well, let's let Kobe win the title first.
I hope he wins it just for that sake.
Let Kobe win the title first. If Kamzat wants to come down and he'll mop any welterweight. Kamzat beats every welterweight. Don't look at me like that.
I find it hard to believe.
Who beats him?
I said it. Usman can beat him. Usman and Covington. I said that too. Covington can give him a lot of problems. Are you serious? Why do you talk? I hate when you talk like this because you sound like you just started watching the UFC.
Because I've been watching it longer than you.
I know, but then why do you talk like this? Because you know.
I know someone when there's certain fighters, right, that you just see them and you go, nothing's.
But you know, out of all people, you shouldn't talk like this.
Only Father Time. You know Father Time? Have you heard of Father Time? He's the only one. He's undefeated.
That's not true.
Who?
Because everyone said Conor was the best fighter at the time.
Conor was never the best. Conor was not top 10.
Never
top
ever.
10.
Thank you for saying that, man. People ride his nuts like crazy, man.
That was unbelievable. Imagine fucking Volkanovski was Irish. They'd fucking
Imagine Volkanovski was around Conor's era.
Oh,
we would not be hearing of Conor right now.
Yeah, Conor wouldn't be.
No
He would
way.
be a fucking janitor at a pub somewhere like Swahili.
Wow.
Where is that bloke anyway? Oh yeah, he's fucking UFC.
There's more stakes to this.
Talk to me.
Conor vs Chandler.
Yeah.
Most likely UFC 300 next year, which hits around May, June. We could possibly see Islam versus Conor McGregor for the title.
If they do that, I'll fucking headbutt a wall. Like, I'd love to see it, but it shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen.
Cornering Islam.
But that shouldn't happen.
Against Conor McGregor.
Dylan Dennis back in.
Oh my goodness.
Back in the corner of Conor. Because that cannot happen. For the dignity of the fucking sport.
The what dignity?
The dignity that they sold years ago.
Ages ago.
Whatever they have left.
Wow.
You cannot make that fight. That fight can never happen.
Bro, I'm getting goosebumps, man.
I'd love to see it just because I want Conor to fucking die. Because I can't stand the cunt. I've always hated him. No, I do. I mean it. If Conor dies, I'll throw a party.
Like we said, we want world peace.
100%. But Conor McGregor is different. You know, that's what they should...
They should fight to the death?
Yeah, fucking hard.
Yeah.
Fucking hard. Anyway, so... Who?
Volkanovski.
Yeah, he'll kill
Can't
him.
put him out.
Cardio, bro.
He'll kill everyone.
Conor McGregor will tire. Anyway, but listen. Let's talk about this, right? So that is a good point that you make, and that's a crazy fight. Even if it's Volkanovski.
And you realise Islam has not mentioned him once?
Yeah,
he refuses. No
why would he
because they don't give
even Khabib doesn't bring his name up.
They don't give him attention. But they know very well he's on the trajectory, as they say.
Yeah, like he's on a horizon, projection.
Yeah,
he can be there.
That could very easily happen, very easily. If if Conor starts as Chandler, then Conor goes on the mic. Where is that Dagestani, right? And then Khabib walks in.
Abdul Aziz.
Khabib walks in with his money in the bank.
Ooh.
And then turns to Islam, whacks Islam. No, he whacks Islam. Like DX and Chupai Chandler Shawn Michaels.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
And then he
puts Conor's hand up in the air.
Yeah, he just walks away and Conor pins him.
Oh my god.
He doesn't say a word.
Wow.
Fuck me.
That would be insane. And Brock Lesnar.
Straight up, that's where wrestling's going. The UFC's going right now.
100%.
That's where it's fucking heading. Anyway.
Like I said, Khabib would cash in, smack Islam.
Yeah, and leave.
Just walk out like nothing.
He won't even pin him. It's heading down
that way.
No,
this is turning to a pine.
Let's digress. Back to what we're talking about, alright?
Yeah.
Islam versus Alex. Who do you have winning this fight?
Bro, Islam all day.
Yeah?
Yeah, Islam all day.
Alex to win unanimous decision.
What?
Honestly.
This week,
Alex to win unanimous decision.
That's a big call.
It is a huge call. Maybe.
It's not going to go to decision. It can't go to decision.
100%.
It won't go to decision.
There is no way Islam stops him. No way.
Volkanovski is going to the fire zone right now. You know that. He's not stopping. First round, second round, Volkanovski is coming for his head. He's coming for his head.
Yeah.
Last time, he was patient.
Yeah.
He regretted it.
Yeah.
This time, late weight cut. Late. For Volkanovski, late strategizing.
Guys, the guy.
He's coming for his head.
155 for him. Not 145. He's not cutting.
Oh, sorry, he's not cutting yet. But he's coming for his head, and that strategy is going to be his downfall. Trust me.
Whatever strategy Volkanovski comes up with is the strategy that's going to work. He is a goat. He's a goat. He's so good at sticking to a game plan. It's unbelievable. When you watch him, you go, "This isn't fighting.
He's the best.
This is a game of chess he plays out."
And who do we, when we talk about game plans, we always talk about the goats because they're the ones that stay. John Jones, he'll get him up the whole round. Gustafsson, DC, anyone, he'll get him up. He'll find a way coming next round. The game plan he had.
It's not that. It's arguably the greatest fighter of all time, right? He's the only person I can think of that's better than Volkanovski. Is George St. Pierre.
Yeah.
George St. Pierre was unbelievable. Was unbelievable at picking a game plan and following it no matter what.
What's your Mount Rushmore of UFC?
Mount Rushmore UFC.
I'll make it a bit harder. MMA.
Let's ask this question after we're done, because that's a good question.
Yeah, that's it.
Alright, okay, so we'll ask this question after. Let me write it down so we don't forget, because that is a very good question.
What's more to talk about? Oh, we have Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker against.
I was gonna bring that up. So give me a prediction. You got.
I got Islam winning.
Yeah, what round?
I got a round. I can't do this round. You're talking about great fighters.
Give a prediction. Because you'll make a crack at TikTok if you get it right.
Yeah. I've got Islam by submission.
What round?
Third round.
Third round sub for Islam.
Third round. Volkanovski's gonna be tired. He's gonna go for the finish for the third round in a row. He's coming for his head. I'm telling you right now, he's coming for his head. And Islam finishes it.
Alright, I've got Volkanovski unanimous decision.
Okay, it can very well go like that.
Fifth round, Volkanovski unanimous decision. I feel like the change in opponent will affect Islam more. I think Volkanovski does not matter who he fights. Honestly, doesn't matter. I don't think it matters who he fights. He's the same guy. Yeah. He's not cutting no weight. Islam's cutting weight.
Yeah, but he's got a strategy too, man.
He's got a strategy, yeah.
But he does have Craig Jones in his corner, man. Wow.
Yeah, he's got Khabib as well. Who's
no.
Sorry, what's it called? Yeah, Volkanovski, but Islam's got Khabib as well.
And Khabib wasn't there last time. Sorry, there's another big factor in this. Rehydration clause.
Yeah.
So the rehydration in Australia was only 12 hours.
Yeah. This one's longer.
They've got longer. They've got, I think, 12 hours, 24. They have 24 hours, I'm pretty sure. Or they have 48, I'm not sure.
That is, it's longer. But
it is.
And that is going to play.
And that plays a big role.
Yeah, 100%.
Because last time Islam came in and Volkanovski, similar weight, you know that? Around 170.
Yeah.
That's not Islam's weight.
Yeah.
Islam usually comes in 180, 185.
Bigger, yeah. And then rehydrates up to it.
Yeah.
It could be a factor.
Mad fight, like I said, buy this pay-per-view twice. I'm getting commission on this, by the way.
It's going to be Alright, the last one is
Walker and Kalaev.
Walker and Ankalaev. Just quickly, prediction.
Good fight. Ankalaev.
How?
I feel like it's going to be a boring fight, man.
I think he's Ankalaev by murder round one.
What?
No,
not Ankalaev.
Walker.
I find this a very boring decision.
Walker!
No, boring decision.
Glass jaw.
Boring decision, Ankalaev wins. TikTok.
Ankalaev knockout first round. Honestly, I can see it going in a minute. Honestly, can see it going in a minute.
No,
Walker's got no
chin.
Because Ankalaev.
No. He's trust me. He's not that. He's not him.
Yes, he is him.
No.
Ankalaev is the future of the 205 division.
Are we seriously going to enjoy this conversation about these two?
Ankalaev is the future of the 205 weight division, 100%.
Okay, I'll digress, but keep going.
You digress?
Does that make sense?
No, like you digress, like we'll go back.
I'll
disagree.
I disagree.
Okay, nice. And last one, just quickly. God. Sharbati Magomedov. The Russian with the...
Oh, it's his debut!
His debut.
It is!
What's his name?
Is it Magomed Sharipov?
No.
He's an Arab.
Magomedov is his last name. I was trying to get his first
name. Who's he fighting?
Sharabutsibin.
Thiago Santos.
Yes, that's right. Thiago Santos.
What a fight this is going to be.
This is the first fight of the card.
You know who Santos is, yeah?
Yes.
He's
a gun.
He's an excellent fighter.
Been around for years.
He's a veteran.
Yes, that
this is a very underrated fight.
Because it's the first fight of the card, not main card.
If you guys don't know who this is, type in Russian guy, one eye.
Yeah, I swear to God.
And he'll come up straight away. Excellent fighter.
11 fights.
Yep, undefeated.
10 wins by KO,
yep.
1 by decision.
And he's got a win.
This guy looks like he's been chiseled out of a garnet.
He looks like a lion too.
Beard like that, long hair, one eye. Fuck me, sign me up. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
What, middleweight? Middleweight.
This is going to be probably Santos is a very good fighter.
Oh, he's good. I think
But
this is a
He
decision.
doesn't go, what?
You don't think so? Oh, you know, he's old as well,
He doesn't go
Santos.
past, he's old, and he's taking a lot of damage.
Yeah.
He
He's
doesn't
got
go past 2 minutes.
losses.
Doesn't go past 2 minutes.
But I just want to bring that up because we are possibly looking at the future of the middleweight division.
He's scary, man.
He is fucked.
He is scary.
Have you seen his
You can't
videos?
say that, middleweight. How could it be the future? There's a lot more.
Oh, no, but like he's going to be up
He's
there.
got a long time.
100% he's still young, but have you seen how this guy knocks people out?
Yeah.
Not
It's
TKOs. When he
He's
knocks them out,
deadly.
they don't fucking move.
Yeah.
That sounds very from Jeremy Stevens. Who the fuck is
Yeah,
that guy?
I was like, what?
Alright, but yeah, this
Yeah.
bro, it's fucking scary. But
It is.
he's making his debut, and I'm G'd up for it. Alright. UFC's new drug testing policy. Let's get into that. You brought up Conor McGregor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the UFC and the USADA have parted ways because USADA.
Not yet.
They have it's done.
No.
Yeah, it's not-
Sorry, they have, but until January 1st.
Yeah. So
Until January 1st.
until January 1st.
So there's going to be a shit load of testing until January 1st.
Yes, they're gonna. I reckon they're gonna try to
They're going to pump
everyone.
every fighter, yeah, of course.
Yeah. So the reason why this come about is because the UFC wanted UFC 300, like you said, for Conor McGregor.
You can't say that because that's not 100%.
It's
You're
not
talking you're talking of like assumptions,
Yeah.
which is more than likely probably true.
UFC 300 is what they want him for.
But it's not just about Conor.
But listen, UFC 300 is what they want him for.
100%.
I'm just connecting the dots.
And according to the rules, he doesn't make it.
6 months.
Yeah.
That's not 6 months till March.
That's right. Doesn't make it to.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are they going to make that card?
Actually, explain to them the whole 6 months.
Okay, so you need to fight in the UFC. You have to be in the USADA testing pool for 6 months.
And at least do 2 tests.
Yes, so if you're not in that pool for 6 months, you can't fight. You can't be booked to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Between here and March, it's not 6 months. Mm-hmm. That's what a lot of people are saying. That's the reason why they've parted ways.
And there's Dana's reason, and Hunter and Sean Shelby.
Yes.
They were saying they've just found a more suitable program for them. They were saying that they just got this other company. It's called DFT or something.
Yeah, and they're gonna work in hand with the UFC, right? So USADA was its own entity. This is gonna be like it's gonna have a part of it inside the UFC.
Okay.
Right.
And apparently this is massive. This company.
It's huge.
It does all these like Olympic.
A lot of different things. Yeah. So
Olympic
that's
sports.
that's what they've gone with. I don't know if they have the 6 month pool.
I don't think so. Then they'll be wasting their time
Well,
because they want Conor back in there.
That's what I'm saying.
So they're more than likely.
I honestly think this has all happened because of Conor McGregor.
Millions of dollars, UFC 300.
I reckon it's all happened because of Conor McGregor. When you're a star that big, bro,
Money
you can.
talks.
I swear to God. And as much as I hate him, that guy is as Dana White would say, a needle mover.
Yeah, and to drop a company that changed the sport for you and changed a lot of things for that company and how much forward they moved with this company. To drop him for a star shows you how big he is.
Yeah, he's huge.
For one fighter.
Yeah, he's huge. But you started saying that they've made a lot of mistakes as well.
Yeah.
The biggest one was Tim Kennedy, who, his career was ended after that, where he had tainted meat and they still pumped him.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of, for me, USADA I think was shit. I think TRT needs to be brought back.
You reckon?
Yeah, bro, fucking oath.
TRT.
Get TRT, they were all on it. Who cares? Level playing field. Fucking Vitor Belfort was the greatest fighter of all time. Go search up TRT Vitor if you haven't seen him. This guy was an animal.
Did you see all the fighters' reactions?
What? To what?
You know Chase Hooper?
Yeah.
He puts up a photo. He's copied and pasted. He's copied his head on the bodybuilder's body.
Yeah.
He goes, me after January 1st.
No,
God.
it's yeah. I don't know why it's happened, but
And all the comments incoming picogram Jones.
but yeah, so we'll see how that goes. That's what's happening with the UFC testing program. They've split with USADA. They've again joined that company. I forgot what they're called, but yeah. So it's
Drug-free
something testing.
world drug testing. I think.
I can't remember what it is, but it's a new thing. It's massive news.
It's not new. It's not a new company.
No, it's not a new company. It's a new company that they're partnering with, right? But it's massive news because they've been together for a long time. The picogram thing with John Jones, And the head of USADA came out and was defending John Jones and all of that stuff. So
Jones still talking mad shit
about it, yeah, he's like
saying,
the DC no contest should be overturned.
like, just move on.
Yeah. Anyway, so now let's get to that question. Mount Rushmore of MMA. We're both going to answer this. All right?
Yeah.
My Mount Rushmore of MMA. You have to have Royce Gracie.
Okay.
You have to. If you're an MMA fan, the only reason we're watching the UFC right now is because of Royce Gracie. Royce Gracie, I'd have Chuck Liddell.
I've got Chuck Liddell. I don't have Royce Gracie.
No, I've got Royce Gracie, Chuck Liddell. It's such a hard question because you're literally picking thousands
You have
of
Pride
fighters.
also. You have Strike
what I'm
Force.
thinking about.
You have all of these smaller
I'd go
companies.
Royce Gracie. You'd go Chuck Liddell.
And Mount Rushmore, guys, doesn't just mean how good of a fighter you were.
No, it's about everything.
It's about the things that you've done in this company.
I'm picking Chuck Liddell because he was the face of the UFC during the boom period.
Yeah.
After Ultimate Fighter 1.
That's why I've got Chuck Liddell.
That's why the only reason I'm picking him. I'm picking Royce Gracie not because he was the best fighter, because the UFC 1.
Yeah.
The UFC 1 was created because there were these crazy Brazilians who had this skill and fighting style that no one can stop. And it's saying that one of them, who Hickson Gracie, had 1,000+ fights and never lost.
Yeah.
Bullshit. So some bloke went, "Sacker, I'm putting my money. We're going to bring this Brazilian in. He's going to fight all these guys. And let's see who wins." Hickson said, "I'm going to give you my nephews to fight. Not even me, my nephews." His nephew won the first 3. That's how big Royce Gracie was for the UFC, right? So Royce Gracie, Chuck Liddell.
You didn't got John Jones?
No, there's bigger. Well, you got to remember, Mount Rushmore doesn't mean the greatest. Mount Rushmore is like...
I know, but...
Mount Rushmore, like, if you look at Mount Rushmore now, what is it? It's the pioneers of the United States. The pioneers of the UFC.
Well, I've got Liddell.
Let me finish mine.
Okay, well...
Royce, Liddell,
take your
GSP, Fatal.
Well, I've got... That's a very good list.
Yeah, that's my good list.
I've got Liddell number 1.
Yeah.
I've got Fedor number 2. I've got GSP and I've got Jones. Well, Fedor, the history he's got, and just what he done for the sport.
For those who don't know, Fedor, I think, went 20-something fights undefeated as a heavyweight.
Fedor,
Fighting...
how do you say his last name?
Emelianenko. He fought the who's who.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Mirko Krokop in his prime. Minotauro Nogueira at his prime. Vanderlei Silva. He fought everyone. Sakuraba. Literally fought everyone. Bob Sapp.
And Dana White said that's the only regret he has. He's never fighting, never signing.
Never fought in UFC.
Never signing Fedor.
Yeah. But at the time because the UFC they were going to give him the richest contract at the time ever.
Yeah. And
Fedor said, "No, I'm not selling my soul to you guys."
Yeah.
Because he knew what it was, and you see it now. The only person who's not owned by the UFC is Conor. And
I've only got GSP and Jones because what they've done in the division, their respective divisions, they dominated.
I'd have Anderson over
the
John.
amount of champions Jones has on his resume is insane.
It's crazy. But John Jones was there when everyone was watching the sport.
The amount of Hall of Famers he's got.
Heaps.
Oh, God.
But Anderson Silva was at a time where...
But his resume is not better than Jones.
No one's resume is better than Jones. He's fought the who's who, literally. Right? He finished the whole division. But Anderson Silva was moving up and down in weight, fighting champions, former champions at 205, knocking them out in Forrest Griffin, right? Fighting everyone at welterweight. When Dan Henderson came over from Pride, he was the Pride middleweight champion.
Yeah.
He beat him and unified that title. Yeah. Rear naked choke.
Massive.
He never had a fight where you go, "Ooh, did he win that?"
Yeah.
Was that close? Where John Jones has 2.
Yeah.
Reyes and Santos.
No, Santos.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, like they were close. And Gustafsson, that's right. I do believe he won all of them except for Reyes. I think Reyes beat him. What the fuck happened to that bloke? Wow. Anyway, yeah, but that's why I have GSP, Fedor, Chuck Liddell, Royce. If I was to have yours, I'd get rid of John Jones and put Anderson Silva in 100%.
Well, I've got John Jones.
Yeah.
GSP, Liddell, and Fedor.
Why do you have Liddell? Same reason I said?
Those days, when you thought not just of UFC, when you thought of pure striking, blood, gore, Liddell's haircut comes straight in your
Yeah,
head.
if you think of UFC in 2005, you just think of Mohawk,
That's all you
Japanese tatted on the side of the head, blue shorts.
And Rockstar, the drink.
Yeah,
That's
on
it.
his ass.
That's it.
Yeah, no, Chuck Liddell was a
When
freak.
you think of Rampage, you think of Liddell. When you think of Evans, you think of why? Because you know of all these fighters that came after, Liddell was the...
Yeah, he was. Even like
was the
what you think
pinnacle
of
at the
Tito
time.
Ortiz, you think of Liddell.
Everyone wanted to be Liddell.
What's the bloke that was in the Expendables? Oh, Captain America, I forgot his name. Randy Couture. You think of Liddell. Nah, there's a lot of fighters who can make it here.
Yeah.
Like I'm like.
It just
looking
depends
at
what you're
this.
basing it off to.
Yeah, I'm basing this off pioneers of the sport at their respective time,
Yeah.
right? Because they were like the goats. Like Fedor was selling out 100,000 seat arenas in Japan, 100,000 seats.
Habib's got so much respect for him.
Because
Habib still says he's the greatest fighter of all time ever.
Yeah, there's a lot of people on that because what he'd done was at the time was unbelievable. Because these guys weren't fighting 3 times a year, 2 times a year. They were fighting every couple of months against killers, and weight classes. Japan weight class, that doesn't make sense.
Even Rampage was from that era.
Yeah, Rampage was there. Rampage made the biggest, his massive name in Japan.
First fighter I ever saw.
Was Rampage?
UFC, ever.
Yeah.
Done my first. So the way I saw him was we had a project in art, and we had to do it of some celebrity or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Can't really remember. And I used to always go on YouTube and type in Ronaldo and Messi highlights and knockouts, and then always Rampage Jackson came up. And I just loved watching his highlights. And
Yeah,
I made my whole art project about him. And everyone's like, well, who the hell was this? What are you watching? And I introduced everyone to
Human
Ultimate-
cockfighting.
what's it called? Ultimate Champion?
Oh, the Ultimate Fighter.
Ultimate Fighter. Back then, I introduced everyone. All my mates telling them about it. And then everyone just started watching. And that's very unprofessional of me.
Nah, yeah, you know what? He was my favorite fighter too when I was younger. He was my favorite fighter. I loved
That
Rampage
chain of
Jackson.
his?
Yeah, the chain of in the middle of the octagon. But yeah, I loved him. But and then you know what? That's fighting, bro. It's quick. It's rotating door fighting. It's like not any sport in the world, man. Because like we just said with Usman, one day you're on top, the next,
No one has amnesia like MMA fans.
yeah.
Is it amnesia the one?
No, it's
Alzheimer's.
no cars. What, we forget?
Yeah, amnesia.
We don't forget.
What? UFC fans forget the most.
In what way?
What, a new star comes up, or no?
Oh yeah. It's a rotating
What do
door.
you mean?
Yeah,
Well,
it's a
why'd you take
rotating
that so
door.
personal?
No, because that's me. Because I'm like I wouldn't say I'm like hardcore. Like I was way more into it.
Yeah.
But it's died down a lot. Like back in let's say 3-4 years ago, every UFC fight, every card you had to buy. Every pay-per-view you had to buy.
Now, is it
Now
worth
there's
it?
some that you go, I can
That's
skip
because
on this.
obviously of inflation. And
That's what I'm saying. But even
now you want to get your money's worth.
100%. But you go, is this card worth it?
Yeah.
But even like how much they're pushing certain fighters because of how much people they bring in. Like the UFC, you got to remember, made the shittest trade in sports history.
But that made them so much money.
Because not as much as what they should have. And it didn't.
What?
It
You're
didn't
talking about Askren versus
yes,
and
it
Johnson?
didn't put respect on Johnson.
It doesn't matter to respect. You know how much money they made off Game Bread?
Oh, that after, yes.
That turned out just a win-win situation.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that.
Yeah, that was a
I
big
agree with
profit,
that. But they
big
didn't know
profit.
that at the time.
Big profit. For
They
someone,
thought we're bringing in this undefeated wrestling freak. Freak.
did you feel that cold breeze?
Yeah, that was cracked.
That was cold.
It's freezing, by the way.
Yeah.
Sydney, damn. Anyway, this guy, they got rid of Mighty Mouse.
Yeah.
Pound for pound.
For Askren.
Probably a lot of people says the greatest of all time. What's his name? Joe Rogan says he's his GOAT of MMA. Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Who knows more than anyone about MMA. Says he's the GOAT. They traded him for Askren.
But then look how much they profited off Game Bread.
That's what it is. But that's what I'm talking about. It's all about money now.
Did he not
which is
have
annoying.
one of the greatest years ever, single of a fighter?
Who?
Masvidal? Like just individually.
Yeah, it was.
He did.
It was.
His year?
It was, but he's overrated.
But do you remember his year?
Yeah, it was
Knocks out
unbelievable.
Darren Till.
Darren Till.
Knocks out...
flying knee.
Yeah, knocks out Askren. Finishes Nate Diaz.
Continue.
What?
Oh, cut. If it wasn't for the cut, he beats
It
him.
doesn't matter. And
Nate
then-
Diaz beats him. Okay, continue.
Come on, man.
I love Nate Diaz. Go.
Yeah, I know. And then goes...
Title fight.
and goes, how much money did he make in that?
He killed it.
Wow.
He killed it. But I do think he was very overrated. Anyway, that is the episode. Tell us what you think about the UFC coming up. We are very excited, as you can tell. Okay, literally nearly an hour spoken about just the UFC and the changes made. But yeah, it is very exciting times. Okay, fight card next week. We're going to watch it. We're going to, record probably that night. And we are going to record that night. And we're going to tell you immediate, what's it called? Immediate thoughts and reactions.
Feedback.
And it's going to be raw. Okay, we're going to be straight.
It is.
And watching it to here.
And you know what, guys? Tune in, man. And if you're not a fan of the sport,
start watching
this is the card to make you a fan.
Yeah.
And you just appreciate these fighters.
MMA is a growing sport. The fighters, it's literally, they have so much, there's so much to like about them. They're very human. It's not like, even if you watch the Ultimate Fighter, start with the Ultimate Fighter. Like you see a lot of their backstories. They're normal humans just chasing a dream. It's unbelievable. Anyway, so if you are not like Khaled just said, if you are not a fan, this is the card to become a fan. I just had a mad freaking
brain fart. Can't believe we missed out and we didn't speak about one of the greatest boxing matches of all time. Some, not me, some say this is up to Pacquiao and Mayweather.
What boxing fight are you talking about?
I'm not joking. The anticipation for this fight was massive.
Yeah. Logan
Paul versus Dylan Dennis.
We're back. This guy just had a laugh attack. Bro, you got me off my train of thought. Description below. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram. Like this video, share with your friends and family. Click the bell to stay notified, and we'll see you next week. Peace. That's what I say.